YouTube? It's Chelsea, and I'm just going to come at you guys today with a really quick on my shelf tag game thing. Long story short, I was super bored at work today, and I knew Mark was too, so I texted him, and I was like, hey, give me some numbers, because I'm going to go do a shelf grab. And so he sent me enough numbers to do, he sent me 5 sets of numbers. I may have mentioned before, but in case I haven't, these couple of shelves, I don't know how much you can see right behind me, I only have 2 little bookshelves because everything else is packed up because we're moving. So everything I grabbed kind of had to be limited to those shelves. So I had him text me a couple numbers, and these are the books that resulted from those numbers. All right, I have my phone right over here, so I'm going to check. The first number he texted me, was 47, and 47 gave us The Secret History by Donna Tartt, a book I am woefully ashamed to say that I haven't actually finished. I wanted to. It's like everything I love about books in theory, only then it was so slow. To me, this book stands out in my mind as the Dead Poets Society, but written down, in a book. It takes place at a preppy boarding school up in some New England state, and there's a secret society, and they get into trouble, and they have a kind of inappropriate relationship with a faculty mentor, and all of that stuff, but then the pacing was just so slow. Oh my god, Donna Tartt. Not gonna lie, it kind of made me not even want to pick up The Goldfinch, even though the hype machine went absolutely batshit for it. I'm gonna give this another go probably come fall time, because I think maybe it just wasn't sitting well with me last time, but I don't know, pacing problems are not usually something that I feel like is just me, but like I said, it technically meets what I would expect my favorite book, quote unquote, to be described as, so I'm gonna give it another go. There's The Secret History. Alright, the next numbers that Mark texted me were, 8, 9. Okay. Yeah, super clever. 8, 9. Okay. Haha. This came from my cookbook shelf. My cookbook shelf I haven't packed away yet, and so this is one of the books that's sitting on, literally I give, one shelf of a shelf to cookbooks. I love me some Paula Deen, you guys. I just can't help it. I really can't. There is not a single low-cal, low-fat, low anything recipe in this book, but I do not care. I've made maybe 3 things from it because it's only the 2 of us, and this book cooks for a normal family of 4 to 6. Plus, I can't eat butter, bourbon, pecan, pork with lard, mashed potatoes, and a side of butter. I don't even know. But it's so good. I don't care. The thing I love about Paula Deen is that she uses real food and real ingredients, and she does not give a you-know-what about it. I love it. I love her. I love Southern cooking. I love this book because she puts great little tidbits throughout it, just great kind of tips and tricks. Those I have picked up on even if I haven't used the recipes. So there is a little bit of insight onto my cookbook shelf. All right. The next one that Mark gave me was 117. 117, if we go all the way up to the top, gives us one of my newer acquisitions. This is a book I bought for Mark that he has not read yet because he's not crazy about memoirs, but I don't even care because it's How to Paddle Your Own Canoe by Nick Offerman, subtitle One Man's Fundamentals for Delicious Living. If you've not seen Parks and Recreation, I don't know what the hell Rocky you're living under, but you need to remedy it super fast because Ron Swanson is basically my life guide to being a wise person. He's amazing, and I get this feeling from him and from everything that I've read about Nick Offerman that he basically is Ron Swanson. I mean, obviously those characters are characters of people. Nobody's really that much like that, but if someone were to be, it would probably be Nick Offerman to Ron Swanson. Probably way more than Amy Poehler to Leslie Knope, but don't tell me that because I refuse to believe that there is a difference between those 2 people. Anyway, I actually haven't read this yet. Mark's read it. Mark has not read it, even though I got it for him. But I'm super excited to get through it as soon as I get through the sci-fi summer I have planned, because if you look at some of the quotes on the back, the blurbs, let's see. This human writer knows when to keep his mouth shut. A good read. Gandalf. It has high points, but I wouldn't call it a good book. Not by a long chalk. The Bible. So, I mean, you can't be mad at a book that gets blurbed by, Gandalf the Grey. For real. So I'm super excited to get to it. Okay. Ooh, these last two, because I piled them and can already see them, are books that I have actually read quite a few times, kind of an obscene number. The next number that Mark gave me was 319, and 319 got us to my beloved hardback copy of Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. This book was given to me, as you can see, by my sister Monica in the Christmas of 2002 because my mom made her buy it for me because I saw it at the store and I wanted it so bad. But this is not only my favorite book of all time, this might be my favorite edition of all time. I don't know why. I just actually really love the cover. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I love the let's see if I can find one. The pen and ink drawings that are inside. I like the typeface. I don't know. There's something about the physical object of this book beyond just the fact that it's my favorite story that has always really appealed to me. So, 3 cheers for Little Women. And lastly, the last text that Mark sent me was 100 because he was being he just didn't want to play along anymore. So I just went ahead and picked a book for myself that I wanted to show you guys because I think it's awesome and you guys have probably seen it sitting behind me, but it is The Annotated Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Juster. My husband gave this to me last year on my birthday because he knows how obsessed I am with The Phantom Tollbooth. The Phantom Tollbooth is in my top 5 favorite books of all time, hands down, no questions asked. And this book is amazing because it is, like it says, an annotated copy. So as you can see, it has the text on the inside and then it has annotations going along one of the columns. It's got it's got the original illustrations in it. Sorry, I'm doing more like trying to find a good page to show you guys. It's got really cool, like, occasionally there will be like excerpts from journals or notebooks from the author, and it's just gorgeous. It's huge. It sits on the outside of my shelves because I think it's too pretty to shelve, and it's kind of too hard to like carry around, so I don't exactly like shove it in my purse with me when I'm going to go reading, but I am absolutely obsessed with it. It was probably one of the best birthday gifts I've ever gotten, and I just really wanted to show it off and brag about it to you guys. But there you have it. There's my quick little on my shelf tag, at least the first one. And this was really fun. I actually really liked it. I might go to Twitter next time to get some better numbers, maybe once I have all my shelves again. But I really, really like just kind of showing you guys what I have. So that's going to do it for this video. I will obviously catch you guys on the flip side, and I hope that whatever you're doing this week, you're reading some really great books. So bye!